The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Absurd, a podcast of things absurd, histories, mysteries, and strange goings-on, freaky, funny, and sometimes frightening.
Well done.
I did that without coughing this time.
Yes, you did.
Hey Mel,
Hi.
how are you?
Good.
Good.
How's it going with you?
Not bad.
Your AC's not on today. It's
It isn't?
weird.
Oh.
It's weird.
You know what I did?
What?
You would not approve of this, but I actually have my balcony door open.
You did not?
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe you.
Actually, you're right. I
I
didn't.
need video proof of that.
But I did earlier this week.
Did you know?
I had it on, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what's new?
Oh, not much, but everything.
We have a new announcement. We have an announcement
Do
of
we?
something, though,
Do
don't
we,
we?
though?
Don't we?
What is that?
What do you mean? This coming Sunday,
Yes.
we are going to be at Rural Roots Brewery in Elmira.
Yeah, woo.
Here's Mel with some deets.
With some deets. Look at you. You're so hip.
Wow, I don't want to brag, but
Yeah, we're going to be at Rural Roots Brewery in Elmira.
what's the address?
I believe, if my memory serves, is 21B Industrial Drive.
Yes.
There you go.
You're coming into Elmira from Waterloo. It'll be on the right-hand side.
Yes.
Just past the past the second traffic light.
Yes.
Yeah, before the third.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hence past the second.
And what time is we going to be there?
We are going to be there at 2:30. We're going to be recording on location. But we're going to be hanging out afterwards. So if you guys
Darn
want to
right.
come on by and say hi and
Maybe
buy
join
us
us
a
for
beer.
a beer. Yeah, if we like you, you can join us for a beer.
Yeah,
And if
you
we
pass
don't
the
like
cool
you,
test.
you can buy us a beer.
Yeah, you can.
We're not choosing.
Yeah.
I'm going to try their wings too. I'm semi-excited.
Yes.
You
You're
know.
semi-excited?
Yeah, it's only Tuesday.
Yeah.
Not that excited yet, but all in good time,
They're
I'm
good.
sure.
The wings are good. Their pizzas are good. Most of their food's good, actually. So.
I like good food.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
if you guys aren't busy, you're out and about, come on by and see us.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I heard you had a good weekend
I did.
partying with my cousin Natalie.
I was.
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, she's fun.
Yeah, we were out in St. Thomas for the weekend.
No,
I think we talked about this last pod. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
and that's St. Thomas, the town in Ontario, not the island in the Caribbean.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. That
I don't
would
think
be
they have a
cool.
lot of hockey tournaments there.
No, probably not.
Hard
No.
keeping the ice
No, I don't
icy.
know. Yeah, would be. Although when I got there early Saturday morning, they had an 8 a.m. game,
Oh,
and we were just about to start the game, and then the power goes off.
no way, really?
Yeah.
For how long?
It was about 25 minutes.
Oh, wow.
It was the whole town, apparently. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder why. There was no storm, was there?
No, not at all.
Huh.
Not at all. So it was just a weird thing
Weird.
that happened, but yeah. But no, it was a good day, and then we
Sweet.
went to the factory in London.
I don't know what that is.
It is. You've heard of Sky Dome. I'm sorry.
No.
Let me do that
What-
again. Sky Zone
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Kitchener. It's like the trampoline park.
Yeah.
So picture that on steroids and like
Why would I want to be on
10
steroids?
times bigger.
Oh, right.
Well, I don't know what you do in your spare time.
Yeah, it ain't steroids.
But it's in the old Kellogg's building in
Oh, okay.
In London. So
Right.
this place is massive. Like I don't even think I saw the whole thing.
Did you go on any trampolines?
I did not.
Damn it.
I did not. But the kids all went in, and like everything is glowing, and there's lights. Like it's pretty spectacular. But the whole thing is also licensed,
Oh, that
So they
can't
really-
be a good idea.
catered to adults in
Right.
this place. So you can be walking around with your beer. You can watch the kids down in the trampoline park. You can't go down there, obviously. They have 2 bars. They have like all the games, like the redemption ticket games.
Yep.
And mini putt, a very impressive mini putt, might I add. Upstairs, a bougie bar, more of a chill bar.
Bougie
VR.
bar or bougie maison?
Sure, go with that.
That's a joke for
I don't
Kara,
know.
that if she
Yeah,
listens
okay.
to this, she'll get.
But yeah, anyways, very, very cool spot.
Cool.
I like that I could, have my beer and walk around and.
I think it would be, if you go there again, I think you should have like 5 or 6 beers and then go on a trampoline.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
I would rather.
No.
It'd be horrible. I can already tell you how it would end.
No, that's not
Clean
for
up
me.
in aisle 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, and 5.
Yeah.
No.
No
good.
thanks. But
That's
yeah, the
good.
kids had a fantastic time, and
Sounds like you had a good weekend.
then we went back and had pizza and partied
Sweet.
till stupid hour, and
You kids.
the ridiculousness all came together.
Well, it's good.
But yeah, it's a good time.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Anything else going on? What'd you do for the weekend?
Not a great deal. Went out a couple places. Went out for something to eat on Friday night. I'm not going to say where because I'm not going to give out a lot of free promos anymore.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Well, went to the place. It's called Chicago's down on Ottawa South. I think it's in the Alpine Center. I had
I
these.
know exactly where it is.
You
It's
do?
across from Crazy Bins.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
And I had this spicy pineapple margarita.
Okay,
It was
margarita.
Damn good. Had jalapenos in it. Oh yeah,
Sounds
man.
delicious.
It was delicious. And it was $6.99. So when she came around again, she's like, would you like another? I'm like, why, yes, I would. And my friends are like, that's a girl's drink. And I'm like, whatever the hell that means.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. The Wild West is over, Whiskey Jim.
Yeah, exactly.
As he's drinking his Coors Light.
Loser.
So she's like, would you like a double? And I'm like, it's a double the price? She's like, it isn't. And I'm like,
What?
then I will. So I did. And then I had another single after that. They were fantastic. I even ate the jalapenos out of the bottom.
Interesting.
Oh, dude.
Sounds good to me.
It was fantastic. The food was, it was okay. Nothing special, but it was fine. But them drinks, made a new man out of me.
Oh, did it now?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
And then Saturday I went out for my friend Jimmy's birthday to Strikers.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and the Cowbell Hazy Days beer.
Yes, I do.
6.5%.
Mm-hmm.
It was on special for $6.50 a
Oh,
pint.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
How many of those did you have?
I had just enough.
Just enough.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Wasn't over the top, but I was right where I wanted to be.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Amazing.
And I had a pound of wings.
Nice.
That were glorious. And then we closed the place down.
Cool.
It's not very late when they close, but we did. That's about it.
Cool.
So we got some stories today.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I think I'm starting, aren't I?
You are starting.
Hey, what do you think of nuclear war?
Oh. What do you mean, what do I think?
What do you think of it?
Nothing good.
Yeah, there really isn't an upside.
No, there isn't.
And it's interesting how younger people now today, and I'm not throwing stones at a whole generation here. We know what we know, and we're familiar with the kind of political environment we grow up in. And not everybody's into history, which is sad and disgraceful. But a lot of people now are like, oh, World War III is imminent and there's going to be nuclear holocaust. They probably don't say it with that kind of weird accent
Probably
that I just made up, which I don't know what it is. But I am of the age where you and I are both Gen X's, but we're at opposite ends of the Gen X spectrum, if you will.
Right.
You're towards the younger end of it. I am not. And, of course, so when I was going to high school, early 80s, it's not like we walked around going, oh, my God, there's going to be a nuclear bomb. but it was in our collective psyche.
Right.
It was in the music. It was in the movies. It, it left sort of an indelible impact culturally and socially on the people.
Right.
And so it's always been an interest of mine, as has history, 20th century history in particular, both personal interest and my academic history interests. So, here's a story.
Can't wait.
This is about the Tsar Bomba.
Okay.
It was a thermonuclear aerial bomb and the most powerful nuclear weapon ever created and tested. This was tested by the Soviet Union. For those of you not aware, that is what Russia was, essentially. Plus a lot of other countries that were included in the Soviet Union. So this was tested on 30th of October 1961. The bomb was dropped by parachute from a specially modified bomber aircraft and detonated autonomously 4,000 meters, 13,000 feet, above the Cape Sukhoi Nos of Severny Island. It's the last time I'm saying that. The detonation was monitored by the United States intelligence agencies via an aircraft in the area at the time that was so close that it had its anti-radiation paint on the plane singed. The bomb, weighing 27 tons, and was attached to a 1,600 square meter parachute, which gave the release and the observer planes time to fly away about 45 kilometers from ground zero, giving them a 50% chance of survival. The explosive power of the bomb was estimated to be 58 megatons, which is equivalent to 58 million tons of TNT.
That's just a little one.
A lot, yeah. So when you hear megatons, that means million tons of TNT. All right. Here's some of the effects of this big bugger of a bomb. The flare of the bomb was visible at a distance of more than 1,000 kilometers. It was observed in Norway, Greenland, and Alaska. Now, anybody who knows a map knows that Norway and Alaska, they're not really close to each other.
No, they're not.
They're at opposite ends. The explosion's mushroom cloud rose to a height of 67 kilometers. The cloud was observed from 800 kilometers from the explosion site. That's a long way, dude.
Absolutely.
The blast waves circled the globe 3 times. A seismic wave in the Earth's crust generated by the shock wave of the explosion also circled the globe 3 times. So in the ground.
Holy.
Glass shattered in windows 780 kilometers from the explosion.
Jeez.
The sound of the explosion could also be heard from nearly 800 kilometers away. All buildings in the village of Severny, both wooden and brick, located 55 kilometers from ground zero, were destroyed. In districts hundreds of kilometers from ground zero, wooden houses were destroyed, stone ones lost their roofs, windows and doors, and radio communications were interrupted for almost 1 hour. One participant in the test saw a bright flash through dark goggles and felt the effects of a thermal pulse even at a distance of 270 kilometers.
Holy.
The heat from the explosion could have caused third-degree burns 100 kilometers away from ground zero. So, these are no joke.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd say.
And it's weird. They, during the Cold War, particularly during the 1950s, late 40s to, let's say, 60s, there were hundreds of nuclear bombs detonated on Earth as tests. In the Nevada desert, in the South Pacific Ocean. Oftentimes they took, on a couple of occasions, they took old warships to see how the explosion would impact them. Now, poor buggers in the sea, like whales and fish.
They don't stand a chance.
Well, not even from the explosion, from the noise, from the sound traveling. There is a cool video, and I'll see if I can find it and figure out how to post it,
Yeah.
of a hydrogen bomb that's underwater being detonated. And it's interesting. Before the explosion even happens, water's just sitting there doing what water does, and all the birds are buggering off. It's very odd, dude.
Wow.
So, yeah, that is... the pictures of this is not very many because it's Soviet Union, early 60s.
Right, yeah.
But it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And where they did it is like ultra remote, right? So imagine, like, the explosion so mighty, you were 60 miles away, 100 kilometers away, and it would give you third-degree burns. That's not a sunburn.
Isn't that insane.
That's
I can't
going to
even
the hospital.
fathom.
Right.
Can't even fathom that.
You need those treated.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like, shit, I touched the pan.
Right.
No, this is like your skin blistering off your arms.
Jeez.
You know, so that's ridiculously intense and crazy.
That's insane.
And scary.
Absolutely.
They
It just makes you wonder what else. Like, what else they got
Well, they...
that they're holding on to for future purpose.
The Soviets were actually working on one, and they obviously never tested it. So this was 58 megatons. The other one was 100 megatons. So roughly twice as powerful.
That kind of stuff freaks me out.
Kinda.
Like,
Yeah. Hey.
it could just be dropped, like, right here. Done. Gone.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you see those pictures, and you've ever seen them from Hiroshima in Japan, of people's shadows literally burned into the ground.
Yeah.
You know, they were vaporized
Can't
instantly.
even.
Gone.
Can't even. I mean, if you're going to go, that's the way to go, I suppose.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. But, yeah, it's something, man. It's something. And I just remember, I certainly remember some of the music. There's a great tune. You would actually quite like it. It's dancey electronic by a band called Frankie Goes to Hollywood, if you've ever heard of them.
Yep.
And they have a song called Two Tribes,
Okay.
what it's all about. And the video was banned because it showed then U.S. President Ronald Reagan and then Soviet Premier, which one was it? They were dropping like flies in the early 80s. Maybe Andropov, fighting in a ring while all the other leaders of the world were gathered around, like betting. It was like a fight club.
Jeez.
Because it's the idea that this is how war should be.
Right.
The leaders fight it out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Instead of sending thousands of boys, basically,
Yeah.
to die for something they don't really give a shit about, And the video was banned because whatever.
Yeah. Well.
But I'll play you it's hard for me to find the best version of the song, but it's terrifying, the song. So I will find it, and I will play it for you.
Okay. Can't wait.
Can't you? Yeah. Right. So that's gives us a bit of a snapshot of what life in
some good stuff to listen to before I go to bed. It's
nuclear
great.
bombs and who doesn't love a good nuclear winter?
Who doesn't
Jingle
love
bells,
it?
jingle bells.
What?
Nuclear winter. You know, nuclear winter, isn't it?
No.
Oh my God. So nuclear winter, if there was a massive nuclear war between the superpowers,
Yeah.
it would raise up such amount of dust and debris, just like when the major meteorites hit Earth. So it wiped out the dinosaurs and 99% of all things on Earth because the dust went up, the sun couldn't get through, the plants all died, the dinosaurs that ate plants starved to death, and the dinosaurs that ate meat starved to death because they had nothing to eat. Because all the other species died. It was like a food chain in reverse. And that would happen if there was a massive nuclear war. There would be no sunshine or very little for several years.
That's awesome.
Which would then be followed by a nuclear summer,
very,
which isn't as awesome as it sounds. So much to look forward to.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Good times.
Yay, great time to be alive.
Who's bringing the Triscuits?
There better be cheese on those Triscuits.
Oh, there'll be cheese.
That's what I had for lunch.
Cheese and Triscuits?
Yeah, I did.
God, you really know how to live, don't you?
I tell ya. Because I can't decide what to eat, so that's usually where I go.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Put some hot sauce on it with a little bit of cheese and put it in the oven for a few minutes to get melty.
I dig it. I dig.
stuff.
You're talking about food.
I am.
Okay.
Mwahaha.
Speaking of food, you got a story for us?
Yeah, but it's not about food.
We'll see.
It's not.
We'll see.
But it's about booms.
Oh, well,
Big
that's not food.
booms.
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to sip my coffee
Okay, you do that.
and listen.
Okay, we're going to go to Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Favorite place, best place on the planet.
And one of 2 Canadian provinces I've never been to.
Well, you should change that.
It's on my list, dude.
What's the other one?
PEI.
Oh, see.
Magnum PEI.
You skipped the best too.
Well, I don't. Yeah, it wasn't on purpose.
We're planning on going to PEI next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bring me some sand.
Okay. I'll get on that. All right, we're gonna go to Bell Island.
Yeah.
On the 2nd of April, 1978, great year.
I guess.
Just before noon, a deafening explosion ripped through what was an otherwise normal Sunday in Bell Island, Newfoundland. The blast was unexpected, abrupt, and intense. The ground shook. Many compared the sound of it to thunder, and it was apparently loud enough to be heard over 60 miles away.
Wow.
And yet, to this day, nobody's quite sure what caused it. In the aftermath of the Bell Island boom, witnesses reported a myriad of strange phenomena. Reports of the moments before the Bell Island noise varied, with some experiencing a profound stillness devoid of any noise, while others heard a peculiar ringing tone. There were accounts of a hovering ball of light, of swirling colors in the sky, and even a beam of light slanting up from the island. In terms of physical damage caused by the Bell Island blast, electronics were seemingly heavily affected, with TVs, ovens, and even the power lines said to have been damaged. One resident claimed it caused the fuses to shoot out of the fuse box like bullets.
Yeah, I saw that. The old glass fuses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Embedding themselves in the wall some 20 feet away. An official report quickly attributed the incident to lightning, but this explanation did nothing but pose more questions and concerns. In fact, several theories have been proposed to explain the mysterious Bell Island boom. These are some of those theories.
Bring them.
That it was a superbolt lightning.
What's that?
This is an unusually powerful lightning strike known as a superbolt, thought to be caused by unique atmospheric conditions. These superbolts are up to 1,000 times more intense than ordinary lightning.
Damn.
This is the most widely accepted theory in the scientific community.
From now on, I want to be called Superbolt.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like a show? Superbolt is like a dog. It's like a superhero dog.
If you want it to be, Mel.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Never heard of it.
I'm going to look it up.
You do that.
I'm going to look it up later.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Superbolt. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
I'm sure that's the theme. I'm sure that's the exact theme song that it has too.
Thank you. It just came back to me.
Oh, God. Another theory is its secret weapons testing.
Ooh.
Given that the boom at Bell Island occurred during the Cold War, it's perhaps unsurprisingly that conspiracy theories arose about potential tests of advanced weaponry by either the United States or the Soviet Union. Electromagnetic pulse weapon.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing.
Yep. Given the electrical damage reported, some speculated the incident might have been caused by an experimental electromagnetic device. Some linked the explosion to supersonic, I love that word, supersonic aircraft like the Concorde, which had begun commercial flights in 1976,
Yes.
leading to theories that a sonic boom at Bell Island had caused the blast. There's some support for this theory from similar events at the time. Between 1977 and 1978, a pattern of mysterious sonic booms were reported along the U.S. eastern seaboard. These incidents prompted an investigation by the U.S. Office of Science and Technology at the Defense Department. Ooh, I just ripped my pants. Wow. Okay. Never mind. We should keep going.
Yeah. Gentlemen, put your hands together for the lovely Mel. Sorry.
Never mind. I was going to say more, but I'm just going to let that one go.
Yeah, good move.
The subsequent report attributed the booms to supersonic planes, whose sonic booms were believed to be bouncing off the upper atmosphere. Another theory is natural phenomenon related to the island's geology. Bell Island's history of iron ore mining and its unique underground structures led some to speculate that geological factors might have played a role in the event. Or it could have been a meteorite impact. While less commonly discussed, the possibility of a meteorite strike was considered, especially given the light phenomenon and the impact-like effects reported. Another speculation was earthquake or underground landslide. That sounds terrifying.
Kinda.
Underground landslide.
Underground?
Underground landslide.
Wow.
These natural explanations were largely ruled out due to the lack of supporting evidence, although they were initially considered. And the last one is atmospheric phenomena. The U.S. Navy suggested that some booms could be due to atmospheric effects carrying sound from distant military aircraft. Despite these theories, no definitive explanation has been universally accepted. The combination of the loud explosion, electrical surges, reported light phenomenon, and lack of clear physical evidence has kept the Bell Island boom a subject of ongoing mystery and speculation. Whether a natural phenomenon, a secretive military experiment, or something else entirely, the true cause of the Bell Island boom continues to elude both scientists and conspiracy theorists alike.
Cool. I don't buy the earthquake thing though.
No.
Because there was a bunch of booms. Wasn't there? Like it wasn't just one on one day. I don't think so. I think that was a series.
I think there were some later.
Right.
Like later. Many years later.
Which theory do you subscribe to? I know which one I subscribe to.
You know, I don't know. Because I've heard of super bolt lightning before. But I don't know how true it is. But I have heard of that, like the balls of lightning type thing. I have heard that theory in many different scenarios.
There is such a thing as ball lightning.
Ball lightning. That's
Easy.
just fun to say.
I want my new nick. No, never mind.
Super bolt ball lightning.
I think it was Concorde.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what they mean, right? Like Concorde?
Tell me.
Okay, so it was like a passenger jet.
Yeah.
Well, one crashed. Where the hell did it crash? Was it in Paris? Maybe two went down. But they were like Mach 2 or better, so that means twice the speed of sound.
Yeah.
Passenger planes. It was Air France and British Airways.
Okay.
That both worked on developing it. I think Air France flew it longer. But they would generally go either Paris to New York, London to New York. But sometimes other routes too. I think they went to like Rio. But it was like deer. Like you weren't just a regular schmo and taking the family over to Euro Disney on the Concorde. Because it would have been a fortune.
Right.
But it would have been like a third of the flight time. Right? Because it was so fast. And anything that breaks the sound barrier causes a sonic boom.
Right.
And I did read that there was a whole series of them. I can't remember why it was. It was something odd that necessitated the Concorde to fly closer to the coast.
Okay.
In northern or eastern North America.
Okay.
At the time, it was like some sort of meteorological thing, or I don't remember what it was. Whatever. So that's what I think.
Interesting.
Fact du jour.
Fact du jour.
You know how they mentioned electromagnetic pulse?
Yes.
In there as one of the possible reasons.
Yeah.
So electromagnetic pulse also happens when a nuclear weapon is detonated. So any electronics in the area, they're not destroyed, but they don't work.
What was the sound?
That's literally the sound it makes. But way louder. And that could be heard from 800 kilometers away. But, okay, so, like desktop computers, there was like Pentiums. There was 486s. Before that, there was 386s. And I think it was 286s that NASA kept forever because they were shielded against electromagnetic pulse, so they wouldn't go down in such an event. Our laptops now, they'd be cooked, done.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm just throwing that out there for EMP fans.
There you go.
You down with EMP?
Yeah, you know me.
That's it. There is a band. Oh no, it was EMF. Never mind. Yeah, so good times in Belle Isle.
So good times in Belle Island.
Have you ever been to Belle Island?
I have not.
Why not?
I don't think I have, anyways.
Well, shouldn't you know?
It's around Conception Bay where my dad was born, and where
whoa.
Yeah.
But was he conceived there?
Yes, he
Really?
was. Actually, the town was called Come by Chance.
Oh yes. Yeah, because there was an oil refinery there.
Yes, there is.
Come by Chance oil
Yeah,
refinery.
if you can get a job there, you're good. It's like, the power plant here.
What power plant?
The Bruce Hydro.
That's a long way away.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying if you get a job there, you're making some good coin.
Oh, right.
It's the same in Newfoundland
Gotcha.
for that place.
Yeah. Hey,
What?
you drive?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have car insurance?
I hope so.
Me too. You ever made a claim
Yes,
in your
I have.
life? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Now, be honest here. Were you honest when you did it?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you never know who's listening.
I did. I was very
Because I'd
honest.
tell people.
Because it was my fault.
Good.
And I admitted that.
Not surprised.
Shut up.
I'm only kidding. Actually, she's a very good driver. Well, except, no, never mind.
What? Say it.
Actually, I had nothing to say.
Okay. Then shut up.
Grrr, Mel.
Go ahead.
Grrr.
Go ahead.
Grrr.
So come to Rural Roots and watch us fight.
Yeah. It'll be better than, oh, yeah. Your little Tyson Jake Paul fight happened. Remember
my God.
You reported
yes.
on that in our one of our early episodes. And you were looking forward to it. You were cheering for Tyson.
Yeah.
He didn't win.
I
heard
have so many theories on that.
I don't want
and
to
I
hear
was I was going to bring it up in the intro, but we didn't get there.
We'll maybe at another time.
Okay, because
Are they conspiracy theories?
I just don't believe it was a real fight.
Do you think they were holograms?
I think yes, like Gem and the Holograms.
I know it, but I never watched it.
No, I don't believe it. I think it was scripted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did
Anyways,
you watch it?
I sure did.
Did you really? Weren't you
sure
in St.
did.
Thomas?
No, that was before I went. Because I had my work party on the Friday night.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then I
It was
came
Friday,
home and we
right.
watched that. And I got up early and went to St. Thomas.
Because we went to a couple of places Friday night before we settled on Chicago's. And they're like, oh, it's really busy because, the fight. And we're like, yeah, we don't care about some stinking fight. I couldn't care less. But my cabbie Saturday did say that the fights beforehand were really good.
The women's fight was amazing.
Well, maybe I have to change my whole perspective on this.
Oh, it was amazing. I'm glad I saw that. I didn't see anything before that because I was out.
I don't know if I could tolerate watching women beat the shit out of each other.
It was
Guess
glorious.
Depends who one of the women is.
It was glorious.
Reason I ask about insurance, we will absolutely get into the Tyson Paul thingy.
Okay.
All right, so prepare your notes.
Maybe that'll be a good bonus episode. Just talk about that.
I was actually thinking maybe for Sunday.
Oh, ooh. We can get people's thoughts on it too.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I'm talking about insurance. All right.
Oh, God. Do you have to?
Yes. So listen.
That's what I
to
do all day.
this.
But go ahead.
4 people in Southern California were arrested and accused of insurance fraud after they reported their cars were trashed by a bear.
Okay.
The bear was claimed to have entered and damaged a 2010 Rolls-Royce Ghost, nice car, on January 8th while it was parked at Lake Arrowhead in the San Bernardino Mountains northeast of Los Angeles. A video was submitted to the insurance company that alleged to show the animal entering the car. Upon further scrutiny of the video, the investigation determined the bear was actually a person in a bear costume. The insurance department said in a statement, The group also submitted claims for damage to two other cars, a 2015 Mercedes G63 AMG and a 2022 Mercedes E350. Again with video and again with someone in a bear suit, it said.
Oh boy, oh boy.
A spokesperson for the San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office said that charges have been submitted against the four people arrested and that the cases are under review for a decision on charges. It was not clear whether any of the four had attorneys who could speak on their behalf at this time. The scam cost insurance companies $141,831, the department said. The bear costume, with brown fur, a head shaped like a bear's, paws, and metal hand tools to simulate claw marks, was found in the suspect's home, officials said. A video of the alleged damage showed what appeared to be minor groove marks on seats and the interior that were intended to pass for claw marks. Investigators also showed the videos to a biologist from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife who, quote, opined it was clearly a human in a bear suit, the insurance department said. Like,
okay, so was something wrong with their vehicle and they were trying to get it claimed?
Well, I don't.
By making it worse?
I read this in three different sources, and it wasn't just a duplication of each. It never mentioned that. Like, it was like they were just trying to get money. I don't know why. You know. No idea if there was like damage that they were trying to cover up, but it never sounded like it. It sounded like, hey, let's pretend a bear. But if you have a Rolls Royce Ghost, like, I don't know what they cost, but
they don't sound cheap.
There wouldn't be at all. Hang on. I'm gonna look it up.
Ask Alexa.
Hey computer. How much does a Rolls Royce Ghost cost?
The MSRP of the Rolls-Royce Ghost starts at $311,900 with a destination charge of $2,500. This price does not include optional equipment cost and dealer fees.
Thank you. Hey, computer. Thank you.
Anytime. Literally.
She's so accommodating, isn't she? Yeah, so a lot of money. Right. And the other cars weren't cheap either. They were both Mercs.
But didn't it say that they got like $140,000?
Right.
So not even the value of the car.
No. What cars?
Yes, right. Yeah.
So
they
did they wreck their cars to get money?
Yeah.
I wonder if the cars were stolen.
Well, I mean, I guess they would know that though.
Well,
you can't put a claim in on a stolen car.
You can. You just probably won't work.
Right.
You can do anything, really. You know.
Oh gosh! Wow.
Yeah, so wasn't very smart, but I like the bear costume.
Bear costume.
You know, who wouldn't like a good bear costume?
I mean,
I would.
I'm gonna get one.
I'd love one.
I'm gonna show up next time in a bear costume.
Well, you better say who you are, so I don't think it's a real bear. Because I'm not letting you. I won't let a real bear in it. Not again.
Not again.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
They don't pick up after themselves.
Well, bastard, last time I did it, ate all my pepperettes. The spicy ones. Yeah, and then it got mad.
Then it got mad because they were spicy?
Yeah. Yeah, do you got anything else for us there?
I've got one more.
Ooh,
it's also about an animal.
I like animals.
But like real ones, not people dressed up as one.
That's good. I like real animals better.
But we're going to talk about hippos.
Ooh, I like them. Even though they're pretty scary and dangerous.
They are.
Very dangerous.
So here's a question. If you were like, faced with a hippo or a crocodile, which one would you rather?
Where am I? Like, am I in the water?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
If you had to go up against one of them, would it be a hippo or a crocodile?
I guess probably a crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to deal with either. Can it be a penguin?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, a crocodile then.
Yeah, that's what I would choose.
Yeah, like I'd still hate it.
I feel like
still
I'd have a
lose.
little bit more of a chance with
Well,
a
you can get
crocodile
underneath it maybe.
than a giant 3-ton hippo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are always mad.
They're always mad.
Yeah, I don't know why.
They terrify. They
They should
fascinate
chill.
me and terrify me
I
all
know.
at the same time. Like I love to see them at like zoos and stuff
Yep.
because I just think they're the coolest thing. But no. Anyways,
Yeah, they are scary.
we're gonna talk about the cocaine hippos.
Ooh.
That's their name.
Cocaine.
That's their name that they've been given.
Right.
They're out of Colombia.
Ooh.
And they are-
oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're all descendants of 3 females and 1 male that was illegally imported by drug cartel leader.
Pablo Escobar.
You got it.
Yeah.
That guy.
He's something.
After he died in 1993, the hippos.
Died.
Oh, you're going to go down that road?
Well, I'm just saying he died. Oh, he's definitely dead.
Okay,
but
I thought you were like,
it's
no,
not
no.
like he died in his sleep with his family standing around him.
Uh-huh, right.
Yeah, I know.
He died in 1993.
Mhm.
The hippos escaped from his estate and established themselves in the Magdalena?
Yeah, sounds right.
Magdalena River.
Mhm.
Without the natural predators or droughts of their native Africa to keep them in check, the hippos have bred rapidly to form the largest population of animals outside of Africa.
Of hippos.
Of hippos.
Well, how many of those can there be?
Well,
Oh, there's not as many as there are hippos in Iceland. Sorry. They can actually come up through the ice in frozen lakes.
can they now?
No.
No, they can't.
Okay, sorry, go on.
Starting from just 4 hippos Escobar smuggled in, they estimate that there are now 180 to 215 of them wandering freely.
Holy moly, I didn't.
But it's hard to tell exactly how many they are because they spend up to 16 hours underwater and they travel far distances. So
Really?
it's hard to count them.
Never thought there was that many. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Authorities remain unsuccessful in curbing their numbers over the past 2 decades. Because, having a whole bunch of hippos around is probably not super safe.
Well, yeah. No.
Colombian officials have struggled to manage the hippos. After they ordered an aggressive male to be killed in 2009, a photo of soldiers posing with the corpse sparked outrage and halted efforts to rein them in. Some communities now depend on the tourism the hippos bring, whereas others, particularly fishing communities, live in fear of the highly territorial animals, which can weigh 3 tons and can tear off a person's limbs or trample them.
Awesome.
Attacks on fishermen have been reported on the Magdalena River, and experts argue the manatee populations could be threatened
Oh, yeah.
because they won't eat those.
Manatees are awesome.
They're pretty cool.
Damn right they're cool.
According to the BBC Wildlife, hippos caused an estimated 500 human deaths annually.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Like worldwide.
Worldwide,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're scarifying.
The court specified that measures to eliminate the hippos should include controlled hunting and sterilization.
Mm.
Last year, the Environmental Ministry had already announced plans to sterilize part of the population while euthanizing others, as part of an effort to contain the growing number. The sterilizations have proceeded slowly, while no cases of euthanasia have been carried out. Plans to relocate the animals to Mexico, India, or the Philippines, estimated to cost about $3.5 million, have also floundered.
Why would they send them to Mexico?
I don't know.
There's no hippos there.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Can you send them back to Africa?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Africa's not on the list, but
Yeah,
that's
really.
right. Yeah.
Huh.
Along with the human threat, hippos being an invasive species also have a heavy toll on the environment, consuming vegetation extensively, destroying wildlife, and altering local landscapes. So you've got all these hippos just wandering around,
Yeah, doing hippo stuff.
eating stuff, but
Yeah.
there's nothing there eating them.
Hungry,
So they
hungry
just keep
hippos.
mating like crazy.
Sounds pretty perfect, really. Wander around eating stuff and mating like
And
crazy.
making babies.
Sounds Sounds pretty much ideal, really.
So yeah, because I guess when that lovely cartel guy died,
Bloody.
yes,
Yeah.
nobody did anything with the hippos. They just didn't want to deal with them. So they're like, they're fine.
Well,
So they just let them go, and here we are.
And again, you've heard me reference a show called Grand Tour,
Yeah.
which was the Top Gear reboot. There's a 2-parter where they go to Colombia, and they've been tasked by Amazon to take wildlife pictures.
Okay.
And they don't know dick about photography, let alone wildlife photography.
Right.
There's quite a fiasco at a donkey preserve they go to, which I will explain to you off air.
Okay.
But they have a list. One of them is condors, which are I think like the largest seabird, and they're native to Colombia. Spectacled bear, which is the largest predator in South America. Jaguar, or jaguar if you're British. And hippos. And they're like, hippos? Like in South America? What the hell? And they have no idea. And then they find out that, it was Pablo Escobar who brought these animals in. And they find them, and they take pictures of some of them. And it's really cool. But they're just like the hippos, they're territorial.
Oh, for sure.
They don't look to eat you. They are omnivores, I think. But I think they mostly drown people is how they kill you.
Just pull you under. And...
Yeah, because they got a big gob.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, they do. A big gob.
Yeah, man. And they can open it wide.
Yes.
Unlike their small, diminutive Canadian cousin, the house hippo.
Oh, yes.
Which
The house hippo.
is quite happy and peaceful as long as it gets its crumbs from
hippos.
toast and
That's right.
lint from socks. So that's a cool story.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't
there's
aware
a
of that. About
Big
the
problem
hippos.
of the hippos.
I hope they sterilize them as opposed to euthanize them.
I saw this story, and that's why I talked about it. It was on Mysteries from Above, I think it's called.
Okay.
Which is a weird name since it's on Earth. But anyways.
Yeah.
They were talking about it. And that's kind of how I started looking into the story a little bit more. And it did show them, like, sterilizing these hippos.
Right.
But hippos are massive.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it takes a lot to put them out.
I would think.
You got to capture them. Well, they can use dart guns, of course. But it was taking a lot of money
Right.
to do this whole
Yeah.
process. So that's where the struggle is. It's like,
Yeah.
what do we do with them? We can't kill them. It's costing $1 bajillion to try and stop them from breeding.
And Colombia is still, I think, a developing nation. Certainly better off than it was. But, not like they have a lot of money for, hippo sterilizing.
No, not really.
It's probably not at the top of the to-do list.
Nope.
Yeah, man. That's a cool hippo story.
There you go. I love me some hippos.
I want to play Hungry Hungry Hippos.
I love that game.
Yeah.
They're terrible now, by the way.
What is?
The game.
Why?
Because it's all plastic.
What was it before?
It was marbles. Like, it was the harder plastic, and you had marbles.
They're
now
not marbles
it's
now?
like these stupid... Oh, God. It made me angry. I bought one for the kids, and I ended up getting rid of it.
Really?
Yeah. It was terrible.
Should have just sterilized it. Instead of getting rid of it. Got it?
Yeah, whatever.
I'm going to play you a song called Hungry Hungry Hippos then.
Okay.
I can't even say the name of the band on air.
Okay. Can you sing it?
No.
No?
No, I can't.
Okay.
You'll see why.
Okay.
And when I tell you the name of the band, you'll understand why I couldn't say it.
Okay.
I wanted to post it on Facebook multiple times, but I can't. I'll get booked if I
okay.
if I do. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all we got for today.
Cool. You want to remind our folks about Sunday?
Yes. So, reminder, Rural Roots this Sunday, November 24th. Come on by and say hi to us. We will be there recording at 2:30.
Yep.
Why'd you look confused? You had
I was
a
trying to
confused
figure
face.
out if that was the right date.
Yeah, of
you
course
had her
it
on.
is.
Yeah,
Shut up.
that's cool. All right.
So yeah, we'll be there at 2:30, doing some recording, and then we'll be hanging out for a bit
Hex
afterwards.
to the yes.
So please come say hi, say hello. Chill out with us for a bit.
Yeah, don't touch my wings.
Don't touch his wings, please.
Don't.
Yeah.
And in addition, you got something to say to our people? Damn right you do.
Yes. And on top of that, check out our website at theabsurdpodcast.ca. And if you go on there, you will see some of the links to our streaming platforms. And go check us out. Listen to us.
Yeah.
Share it. Give it to your friends.
Yes, please share. And review if you have a moment. It doesn't have to be anything lengthy and, and heavy duty. You can just be, these guys are awesome. Yeah, we'd love to hear that. We'd love that kind of review.
Yeah, for sure. And reach out. Send us a message. If you have a story or you want something to share, please do.
Yeah, if you've got a story you'd like us that you think would be interesting and for us to talk about, by all means, send it to us. And let us know if you're okay with us, giving you a shout-out, mentioning your name. First and last, preferably, but entirely your call. I don't think there's anything else, is there?
Nope.
All right.
All we got.
I hope everyone enjoyed that show, and hopefully you'll tune back in. So, be well and take care of yourselves and each other.
Bye.
Bye.
The Absurd Podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mel. Music by Audionautics.com.